Arts Night, Monday nights, what we like to do between 7 and 8. Time to talk arts and entertainment. And at the end of the month, Clayhill Arts are holding a one-off event of what they call rare film and folk song to highlight Somerset's unseen heritage of craft making and folklore. Deborah Parks and Amanda Boyd are collaborating on this project and can have a chat with me now. Evening, both of you.
Hello.
Hi, Charlie.
Great to chat to you. Let's start with you then, Deborah. Tell us what's happening in the event.
Well, we're launching actually our new cine barn, which is a converted hay barn that we've got here at Clayhill.
Cine barn, I love that name.
Yes, a cine barn, yeah. And we've been working. Well, we met Amanda a very long time ago when we first moved down to Somerset from Nottingham, and we love what she's doing with folk song and engaging communities with our past heritage, and had been waiting for the right moment to put an event on together. And we've been speaking to one another through the pandemic because of all that weird time where you couldn't do anything. And Amanda works with a heritage archive with the Windrose Rural Media Trust, who have a huge archive of films across the West Country. And because of what we do at Clayhill with our course programme, is all about making and skills and celebrating our past traditions and what we can do with them in a new sense. We just wanted to kind of work together on something. And Amanda, if I can just sort of bring you in, sorry Charlie, to do that, but we were talking a lot about how the work that you'd done previously could work with something that we were doing at Clayhill.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I said, we've been trying to work. Well, we've been known each other nearly 10 years now, and we've been trying to get something together. Windrose Rural Media Trust, we managed to get a bit of funding from the Film Hub, which is a kind of sort of regional hub or a branch of the FI. So we were able to get some money from them, which enabled us to work with Deb. We had a couple of false starts, obviously, with various lockdowns and things. But what we've got, essentially, is some really lovely elements. We've got archive film, we've got archive photos, we've got singing, we've got folk songs, and we've got a lovely presentation from Daniel from the Heritage Craft Association. And so we're sort of curating all of these things together. So in the films, we see the act of making is such a perfect title, because in the films, people are using their hands. You know, this was a time when people actually, you know, someone would start off making, and then they would pass it on, and then someone else would do another bit of that process. They pass it on, and someone would do a bit more. And you see this in the films, and the films date back from 1917 up to about we've got one 2002, which I'll talk about in a minute. So we've got some that are we've got a couple of films we're going to show, which show crafts that are on the actual endangered list, actually, of the Heritage Craft Association. I'm really looking forward to hearing Daniel talk about the state of crafts. And of course, these crafts and traditional materials kind of, you know, fed into local industries, which kind of the West Country, you know, was thriving at the time. And at the time when all this was going on, of course, Cecil Sharp was collecting folk songs in Somerset, and had the Hammond brothers collecting in Dorset, and a little bit later, Alfred Williams in Wiltshire. So over the last sort of 15 years or so, I've been drawing on all these wonderful collections, and I'll be sharing a few songs that I use with the old films with our live shows that we do across the southwest. So there'll be a bit of sort of artist response in that way as well. But just to run through the films, so we've got traditional brick making, we've got 2 pottery films, and actually I hope people come, because we've got some lovely footage of John Leach talking about his grandfather having visited Berwick pottery in the 1920s. And of course, John passed away last year, and I know he was a beloved man in the area, and it would be lovely to come and celebrate him through watching him on the films. So that's one film, that pottery. We've got Berwick pottery, we've got some pole lathe making from just outside Yeovil, And we've got some very interesting footage of Romany traditional paper making as well. And actually, I'd never seen those films before, so this has been a brilliant opportunity to really mine into the archive and pull out things that I've never seen or have never used before. We've got. I want to take a bit of an opportunity in this event to kind of sing the praises of a couple of singers that sang to Sharp, who are part of this homeworking network across the county, Somerset, lace makers, shirt makers, buttonhole makers. And I'll talk a bit about Susan Williams and Louis Hooper, who are part of that kind of home workforce.
Great. I mean, it sounds fantastic. And some of those old crafts that we maybe lost a bit or just about clinging on to, it'd be fascinating to see those films. Deborah, for you then, why do you feel so keen to celebrate and keep this sort of folk heritage of Somerset alive?
Well, I think, like you say, that there are, if we don't highlight these crafts, these traditions that are part of where we all come from, I think we lose where we are now. So this just felt like a really great opportunity to celebrate all of that and work it, and inviting along Daniel Carpenter from the Heritage Crafts Association to come and talk about so each year they research into an endangered crafts list, and he'll be sharing details about what crafts are currently sort of on that list and how we need to engage younger people with these old traditions, so that we can still stay connected to where we're from. And with what we've done at Clayhill, so Clayhill Arts is an old farm, and we've kind of converted it anew into this this space that's kind of celebrating new things and growth and development, whilst still paying tribute to what was originally there. So we inhabit a farm. There's still bits of the farm around. We have tools that we found on the farm when we were there, and that was also something that we wanted to do sort of within this event. So we've also commissioned local printmaker Gemma Tricky to respond to these films, and she's developed a range of prints which we'll be launching on the evening of the event, that celebrate all of the specific tools that are used for all of the processes that we'll be seeing in the films that are part of the evening.
Oh, it's great. It's lovely to chat to you both tonight. Thank you for your time. Deborah, just quickly, for people who want to come along, what details do they need to know?
Yeah, so if they head over to our website, that's clayhillarts.co.uk, head on to the What's On events drop down, and you'll find it there. It's called Unseen Heritage, an Act of Making. It's on the 25th of May at 7:00, and tickets are £10 each.
Brilliant stuff. Thank you very much, both of you. Deborah Parks there, Director of Clayhill Arts, and Amanda Boyd, we heard from as well, chatting to me about Unseen Heritage, an Act of Making. Sounds like it's going to be great, so don't miss out on that one, 25th of May. It's 29.